Fellas, welcome to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by Earl Ramey Racing Engines, SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. What's up? I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up, y'all?
Man, oh man. I know we talk about weather. Why we talk about weather here on here all the time? We always do. It's just one of them things.
But it was nice this morning, I can tell you that.
October came.
That was nice.
It was coolish.
45, I think, in it this morning when I left, yeah.
Mine at my house at 43.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was nice. Finally we are 2 weeks fall. It'll be winter for too long.
Get us some fires going here soon.
Yeah, I reckon. Oh, what's up with you?
I don't know it, man. Been struggling at work again. Still a lot going on, but we blessed for sure. But great day. It's been a lot. So yeah, we still rolling along.
Fun.
How about you?
Same old. Playing with buses, you know. Nothing to write home about. I've knock on wood, and keeping up my record from last week. I've still got all of it cleared.
Hey, that's the best way to be, Bo.
You take it one at a time.
One at a time.
Knock it out.
That's it.
Knock it out. You know.
Yeah.
What about your weekend?
It was good, man. We went to Scarowinds. Well, we went to the park. We didn't really ride much, but we went there. About 1 million other people had the same idea, I believe. So, yeah.
They're good at that.
Jesus, it was ridiculous. Packed. So, next time you go, you got to go like really early and get some fast passes or something so you can ride something. But yeah, it was pretty stretched out. But other than that, didn't do a whole lot. Been fighting the sinus stuff. You know, the old school sickness that nobody gets anymore.
That don't happen.
I've been fighting that. Yesterday was absolutely terrible, but it's a lot better today. But so we'll see what happens. Maybe it's on the upswing.
Cool. Maybe so. Good deal. Well, I ain't had nothing going on over the weekend much, so I sit at the house. I think it was like Thursday night, and I ain't had nothing planned, so I was like, kids was off, other people's houses, so I was like, well, I reckon I'm gonna ride over to Sumter. Kayla went out to eat with your mom and my mom, actually. And so I was like, well, I'm going to ride to Sumter, see what's going on over there, because they had a little to do on Friday night. And wasn't as many people out there as I thought. There's a lot of cars. Wasn't as many people for some reason.
Spectators, wasn't many.
Yeah, wasn't many for some reason. I don't know why.
Might be all at the haunted houses or something.
They must have been. But I heard it was really good turnout on Saturday night. So that was good for them. They kind of did a bunch of qualifying and stuff for Saturday night's portion, which they were paying $5,000 a win, the SCDRA stuff. I think we're gonna talk to Kirby here in a little while. He was out there Saturday night, see what all happened out there. We had some crate late model action out there that they ran a few races. We'll get into all that when we talked to him, but they ran those on Friday night. Then had the SCDRA and the Blue Ridge Outlaw late models, I think it was, on Saturday night. So I went to the Friday night portion. We'll get into all the details about it a little later. But then I Saturday got up, got the trailer and stuff, and had to go do a wedding in Lumberton for our good buddy racer himself, Chad Webster. I've known good Lord forever. So congratulations to him and Monica. Nice little ceremony and reception there in her dad's backyard, and
sweet.
So it was cool. wasn't a whole lot to it, just small with all the family, and they had fun and we had fun, and it was a good time. Didn't last long, and so then again I look and I'm 30 minutes from Lake View, so I'm like, hey, Carolina Clash is at Lake View tonight. I'm on.
Head on over there.
I'm going that way. And I was there. They were finishing up qualifying when I pulled in. So like perfect timing.
Perfect time, yeah.
So went there, hung out. Good little crowd over there. We'll get into that racing here in just a few. But no, other than that, Sunday got up, went and played guitar at church. Then I went and worked on a Jeep for my father-in-law. Oh,
You got it.
Yesterday.
You got him running that one?
No, not yet.
Uh-oh.
It'll get there. I got it. I didn't start till I don't know. It was probably 3 o'clock or after working on it, and got everything kind of tore off, but the intake itself and the exhaust got pulled the head off of it. So that's the last of I got. But if anybody got any good tips on getting the bottom side bolts off of the intake on a 4.0 straight six, please let me know.
Pain in the butt.
I saw one guy online. He pulled the whole fender off to get to him. They're not that close to the fender. It's just they're completely.
You just can't.
You can't see them.
You gotta take the motor out.
I think that's about it. But I gotta take that off to even get the motor out. So, so I ain't got a choice. I got to take it off.
Whew. Yeah, that's ridiculous. How they make. I don't understand why they do that.
Because engineers don't have to work on them.
Exactly.
That's exactly why it is. So, but anyway, we got a pretty good treat on here tonight. Let's go ahead and start this episode off. Let's go to the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line is your winner from the Carolina Clash at Lake View Motor Speedway, Mr. Jeff Smith. Jeff, what's going on, man? You doing all right today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Man, if I was any better, I'd have to sit on my hands, keep from clapping.
I hear you.
Well, we know we just caught you coming off of the bull ring over there, talking with Alan Dietz and them, our buddies over at Speed 51. Have a good conversation over there, man.
Yeah, it, talked a little bit about it the other night and a little bit in the past history, and it was a good little interview.
That was good, Alan and them. They're good people. We like we're proud to be a Speed 51 affiliate podcast ourselves. So yeah.
There you go.
It's good stuff, man. Well, as we just said, you were able to break the drought and bring home a win.
Oh yeah.
and at Lakeview Saturday night, man. Tell us about, because I'm gonna tell you what, I was standing down in the infield there, and I was taking some pictures and all that fun stuff. And dude, there was one time I was taking pictures of you going by, and I had plenty of time to almost look at the pictures and, send a text to somebody and everybody else before I seen the second place man come on. You checked out on them there for a little while, buddy.
It was a good night for us. It really was. Everything just clicked, and I guess it was just meant to be our night.
That's what I'm talking about, because it was it looked good. It was rolling. It was It just looked awesome out there, as I told you, man. But Jeff, I want to go back, as we do on here with all our first-time guests, and fortunately to have you on here. Glad to have you on here. We want to go back kind of over how you got started in racing and everything. We know you are a generational driver, as we call it, and but man, just go back in your racing career. Where did you actually get started racing at?
Well, I was born into it, so I mean, that's all I ever wanted to do.
There you go.
When I was 10, I raced go-karts for a couple of years, and then the NDRA series came along, and my dad started traveling, and I started going with him and my grandfather to those races, and just kind of became a crew member, basically on Dad's car, and that's when I started learning a lot more about them, other than just hanging out in the shop. And then when I got 18, I started driving. My mom wouldn't let me start racing until I graduated high school. She didn't want me getting in one, and I think she finally figured out that she wasn't going to be able to stop it. So she put the stipulation to me and Dad and Grandpa that if I was going to do it, I was going to be out of high school before I did. So
smart woman.
That's how it all started. Yeah. I mean, I went on to college too. I raced and went to college, and moved on with it and decided to pursue a career in the racing industry. And I was very fortunate and blessed to be able to do that for a long time.
That's awesome, man. And I know you've had a bunch of career highlights along your way and stuff, but man, it's awesome to see you at the track. And I tell everybody, when we were fortunate to meet you at Bristol this year. Our buddy Randy Keene introduced us, and
Right.
and I've told everybody since then. Even I was like, hey, man, you meet Jeff. He's one of the nicest people you'll meet in the pit. So it I'm just gonna say, man, for on our end, it's you make it easy to pull for you. I'll put it that way.
Well, I appreciate that. I try to be approachable, and some people don't take it that way with me because I'm one of those people. When I'm there racing, I usually stay close by my car. I don't, mingle about and socialize very much. I just, I try to stay focused on what I'm doing right there, and I'll hang out and talk to the people that are parked around me, but very seldom do I venture out in the pits to be a socialite. I like to keep focused on what I'm doing, and some people take that as that I'm not approachable or think other things, and it's not that at all. I kind of keep to myself there and do my thing.
I hear you there, man. And if anybody ever said that to me, I'd tell them quick otherwise, because it's definitely not like that. But man, tell us about your whole your racing operation. What all y'all got going on over there? Because I mean, look, everybody's got a job. Everybody, I mean, it's a typical deal. But tell us about your deal going on.
Oh gosh, I mean, built race cars here for other people, for customers for years. That started, back in the early to mid '90s, and the landscape changed. The landscape changed a lot in how our business model was over the probably last 10 years, and it started slowing down a little bit what we were doing, and I kept racing, but started doing other things also, and started doing some CAD work and for some other people and companies, and I still do a little bit of that, and I'm still doing some race car stuff here, some bodies and sheet metal and repairs and bumpers and setups and things like that, and still sell parts to some of the local guys around here. So it's just a thing of just doing what I need to do to keep things rolling and keep the lights on.
There you go. And you and Sterling can talk about that CAD stuff, because he's all in that in his machine shop and stuff. And
yeah,
I looked at one day.
I enjoy doing it.
I do too. I draw 2-dimensional now, so I don't do the whole 3-dimensional stuff. But AutoCAD is it gets addictive, man. You get on there and I enjoy it. I enjoy drawing.
Yeah, it's a whole different world. I had worked for actually an airplane company is how I got involved in that, and
Wow.
The so-called pandemic thing, it kind of put the hiatus on the company I was working for, but I've just started trying to do a little bit of freelance stuff and draw some stuff up here, even that I make here at the shop and build, and I have a good time with it. I work with SolidWorks and AutoCAD.
Okay, cool.
I enjoy it. I have a good time with it.
Absolutely.
That's cool, man. That is cool. Well, man, tell us about the. Obviously, you didn't see nothing but some lap cars in front of you every now and then, mostly. But tell us about the race Saturday night and your perspective of it.
I don't think I could have drawn a game plan that would have worked any better than what we had, with the exception of I missed quick time by just a little bit to Daniel. He did a great job, laid down a good smooth lap, and he earned the pole. But everything went well in the race. We had that one close call there with the lap car that spun right in front of me, and there was another lap car to the outside, and I clipped the lap car that was spinning, and it pushed the hood bar down on the left front tire, and I knew it took a pretty good jolt, and the fender angle changed a lot from where I was sitting in the seat, pretty steep down. I was like, oh no. And I just had to be real careful on my corner entry, getting the car rotated after that, because I couldn't counter steer to the right very much at all, because the tire would get into the bar. I barely could make the turn out of the pits onto the straightaway to come out there to do the interview after the race. So I thought I was going to have to back up and get another bite at it, because without the car rolling up a little bit and getting the bar a little more clearance off the tire, it wouldn't turn any further.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I saw you come down there, and the track worker come out there and checked it out a couple times for you. And I'm sitting there. I'm over there at the fence. I know you couldn't see me, but I'm over there trying to look up under it, see see what's going on. I'm like, oh man, come on, get this thing straight for him. And
Well, the class rules is they don't pull fenders.
right.
What he was doing, he actually stuck his hand in there between the bar and the tire as a gauge to show me how close the bar was to the tire. So I knew. And I really, when we took the green back after that, I didn't know. I was a little cautious getting into the first turn because
I bet.
I didn't know if it was going to grab the wheel when I launched off in there, or what it was going to do. So I tried to be easy that first corner, and I didn't feel anything really grab hard. So I tried to go ahead and get a little distance between me and Daniel after that, and get out there and try to just save tires. But and after the race, I didn't have any tire left. I was really surprised, as easy as I felt like I took it on the tires, that they were worn as bad as they were. Because when I'd run about 3 or 4 laps, and my son was on the back stretch with signal sticks, and I knew I had a big gap, and I would just started rolling into the corner, but it still wore the tires pretty good.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of tire wear over there the other night. I saw yours come off slick. I was over there with Willie Milliken and them, and his was gone. I don't think it could have made another 5 laps. I mean, it was, which kind of surprised me over there the other night. I mean, it looked a little tacky, but it didn't look that bad, I didn't think. But apparently it was.
Well, I really didn't figure the tire wear would be as bad as it was, because when we were there earlier this year, if I remember correctly, I mean, we tried to look back at notes. I think it was actually a 50-lap race.
Right.
And I ran the same tire then as I did this past Saturday. And, the temperature cooled down after that cloud came by, and I was like, we should be fine on tire. I know there was guys putting the harder tire on the right rear,
Right.
but I did that a few weeks ago at Fayetteville, and it bit me, and I didn't want to get beat on tires again.
I hear you.
You don't want to have that flat with a lap or two to go, because I've had that happen before too. And it was just, kind of a toss of the coin there. And thankfully it worked out for us.
It definitely did, man. It sure did. What, I know you've been, that's a track you've been to a good bit. And, what do you think about Lakeview as a track? Is that a track you like going to? I mean, obviously y'all just went and won there. I mean, or is that a track you don't really mark down on the calendar?
Well, that's I'll pull one of my dad's quotes on that when he was asked what track he liked. I like any track I win at.
There you go. There you go.
But I mean, those guys have done a lot of work down there, and I know they've added some banking to it to try to make it a little more racy than it has been in years past. And they're still got a little bit to work on there, but it's always good to see a track putting the effort in to make their racetrack better.
Exactly.
And make the racing better. So I commend them on that. They've worked at it, and it seems like they're still working at it. There were some things that were different from when we were there earlier this year, and as long as the place is trying, you can't hold that against them. I mean, sometimes it might get a little rough, and sometimes it might be smooth and hard to pass, but usually if a racetrack's got a little bit of character to it, a little bit of choppiness, you're going to see better racing as far as passing or, side-by-side stuff. And, a lot of the local guys, they don't like it if they think it's getting a little rough, but as somebody that's been out and traveled before, and, we try to move around, and follow a couple of different series as much as we can. I don't mind a little bit of choppiness if it makes the racing better, because there's nothing more miserable than something happen and you qualify bad and be in the back and can't pass, and you're just sitting there knowing you got a better car than where you're at. And, some racetracks you get to that the lap times change a lot from beginning to end. That was something that hurt us the first race this year. We were one of the first cars out, and we were okay in hot laps, and we went out and qualified, and the track just started getting faster and faster every car that went out. And I mean, we qualified way back, but we were fortunate enough to drive to second.
That's right.
That day. I mean, it was, the track was, it was racy that day, a little more so till right there at the end where it took rubber. But like I said, it is it's good to see racetrack owners trying to make their racetrack better. So,
Exactly.
I hope they continue to work on it and make it even better for next year.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, they've put in a lot of work over there this year. I've seen a lot of changes throughout the year. But coming down to the wire, closing out this season of the Carolina Clash Tour. I looked at points today. Looked like you were 20 points behind Michael Brown there, coming down to it. And man, what you feeling going into this last little bit here about the championship possibilities?
No, I mean that would be nice. We had been running both series all year because there wasn't a conflict in any dates until just a few weeks ago.
Right.
And I mean, really, when you get down to it, I was the only one that had a hard decision to make because I was second in both series.
Right.
And Clay had already clinched on the ultimate, and I still had a mathematical chance to catch Michael in the Clash. So, we gave up second in the ultimate series to go to Fayetteville and run with the Clash and, try to see if we could get to that top spot. And we've gained on Michael a little bit, and hopefully we got a little momentum going. We've been qualifying better, and we've been racing better, and we finally got a win. So hopefully that momentum's swinging a little bit our way. If not, Michael's had a good year, and I can't take anything from him. He's run good all season. He's been up front, and he's finished races, and that's what it takes to win championships.
That's right. That's right. Sure is. Well, good deal, man. Well, best of luck to you going into these last couple here, and man, we'll definitely be pulling for you. We like I said, man, you're a guy that, in my opinion, is easy to like in the pits, and I'll even tell Michael Brown that because he's a buddy of mine too. So I tell him, regardless, I want it to come down to a tight race. I want it to be exciting. So best of luck to you, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do.
Not a problem, man. Well, who all? Let us know who all you got on that car this year.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've got Smoking Mountain Boys Barbecue. Like they said the other night, they usually set up at all the big races down at Cherokee Speedway. If you want to get some good eating, then you need to swing by their wagon up there in the grandstands and get you a barbecue. We've got Clements Race Engines, Langley Collision Center, FK Rod Ends, Wesley Page down at WP Racing Shocks, Longhorn Chassis, Phyllis Nike Smith. We've got Superior Pools out of Garden City Beach, South Carolina. They came on board and helped us this year. Chad Hovis, he's the one that runs that.
Cool.
We got Menser Motorsports, Mark Menser, that I used to drive for from over there in Fayetteville.
That's right.
Thomas Clark Performance, he handles all of our website stuff. His dad has a flooring company. He helps us out. Bill Stein Shocks. I mean, there's just so many people that help out on this race team with us. Jimmy Schultz over at Dirt Wrap. He does a great job with our wraps every year. Our stuff always looks good. They did our T-shirts and hoodies and sweatshirts this year. They've started doing that stuff, and we got some good-looking apparel. So it's just a group effort. If one of those would fall off, it would make it a lot harder to do. With the product sponsors that we have, and it just it takes so much to keep one of these cars going these days because it's gotten so expensive. And every person that helps out, we appreciate it.
Good deal, man, and we appreciate all of them too for going on helping you, and We definitely do, man, and we appreciate you coming on with us and being cool with us. And as soon as I walked up the other night, Jeff was just like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" I said, "Can you do the podcast?" "Sure, man. That sounds good to me." I was like, "Sweet."
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we appreciate it. Appreciate it a ton. And it's on to Lancaster next, right?
If we don't fill in something on our schedule between now and then, yeah.
Okay.
We've got a few weeks between now and then, and there's a couple of races that we might consider adding to our schedule, but those Lancaster and Cherokee are the same weekend. We know we're doing those two, and we might add a couple others in between, but no promises on that, and don't really know. We'll just see which way the wind blows, if it carries us to a racetrack or somewhere else on the weekend. Who knows?
There you go, man. Well, good deal. Well, we appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us, and can't wait to talk to you again, hopefully about some more wins, man.
Yeah, hopefully so. Got to, do the family thing with my wife. She supports me in my racing.
There you go.
Heather's been right there with me ever since we met. That's been over 10 years ago now, and we've been married over 9, and I couldn't do it without her support. And my son Zach, he crew chiefs this thing and does an excellent job. Puts in a lot of hard work. And we got some guys from out that way, out in Burgall, Jack and Ty Sandlin. They come and help us at just about all the races. Ty was sick the other night and couldn't be there, and Chad Hovis was there helping us. I got a couple of guys from over in Kings Mountain that go and help me a lot. They had a wedding they had to go to, Shane and Matthew Absher, and Eddie Waddell. He had some things going on. He's usually with us, but just going back, I didn't mention the crew when we was talking about the sponsors, but I couldn't do it without those guys either.
For sure, man.
And it's just a group effort.
And saw your dad out there Saturday night also. It's awesome still see him coming out.
It was, he still gets around good, and he was able to come with me the other night. My wife actually stayed home with my mom so my dad could come. Mom's still recovering from a fall that she had, and they're staying with us while we're having a little house built there beside of ours. And Dad really wanted to go, so Heather told him to go ahead and go to the race with me, and she'd stay with Mom. And I hate my wife couldn't be there with me because she does support me a lot in it. But we were all glad Dad was able to be there and enjoy the win with us.
For sure, I remember watching him in the Have a Tampa series around there many years ago.
Yeah, we were going in down there, and he's like, "I just don't remember these roads getting in here." I said, "Well, Dad," I said, "you raced to Have a Tampa race down here." I said, "I know that."
Yep.
And he said, because I've got now, it's just kind of a habit. I click on the GPS when I'm going to, a track that I don't go to a lot or haven't been to a lot recently.
Right.
And he said, "How in the world did we find this place without GPS before?" I said, "Road maps."
I've thought that same thing before, and I remember people telling me, "Oh, you go down here and you turn by the old blue house on the corner."
That's right.
If somebody gave me those kind of directions now, I'd be lost as I don't know what.
That's right. Technology has made us rely on it in some aspects.
Until it don't work, then all of a sudden we're in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Or you're in a big rig and it sends you down a 1-lane road into a neighborhood and you have to back out a half a mile to get to a street where you can get turned around.
That's you exactly right there. Oh, well, good deal, buddy. Well, man, again, we appreciate it, and we can't wait to have you on again, man.
All right. I was glad to be on here with you. Glad you had me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Jeff Smith, winner of the Carolina Clash stop at Lake View Motor Speedway.
Yes, sir.
And I know he talked about it. He's humble about it, but I'm gonna tell you what, he had their number the other night.
It was rolling.
It was rolling. But it was rolling. He was checked out, and it scared me. I ain't gonna lie, it scared me when I saw the tire push down. 'Cause I was standing right there when right out the corner when that lap car got in his way. 2 lap cars got in his way. They were kind of side by side, and he was. I don't know if they just spun out in front of him, or I didn't really catch because it was coming out of 4, and I was standing on the straightaway. I couldn't tell if he was trying to get around. I don't know. But anyway, the car spun out and he kind of clipped him a little bit. And I know there was one car that was smoking the whole race, but he only smoked in the corners. But when it started smoking, good Lord.
It's smoking bad.
The wind, you know how the wind got Saturday night? It would all of a sudden, all of it just blow back across the pits. So it's like, ugh. I couldn't tell what it was. It didn't smell like oil smoke. Didn't smell like tire smoke. I don't know what it was. But the track got hard and fast and laid down a good bit of rubber. And the only reason I really knew that is because I was standing outside the pits and I heard street stocks going around and
Oh, yeah.
Laid down plenty of rubber there.
Burn up some tires.
Oh, they burned them slap up. I was standing with our buddy Willie Milliken, standing over there because he had a new car there. He was going to test going to Cherokee this weekend actually for the Steel Block Bandit race, $10,000 win. He's debuting a brand new car there, brand new Barry Wright Icon. So he wanted to test it, and he brought his car in, and we pulled tires, or I was standing there with him as they pulled tires off. I didn't do nothing. I pulled cameras off. And right rear looked like it come off a asphalt car.
Whew.
I mean, it was gone. There was nothing left of it. Nothing. And I wonder with this whole tire shortage deal, but I think that I say I wonder. I'm like, why don't they mandate a harder tire compound? So these guys ain't. But I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, it don't matter if you put a harder tire on a super late model, it's still gonna eat it up.
Oh yeah.
So you're not really saving anything.
No.
That's
the advantage of the smaller horsepower cars being able to
use the tire more than once.
Yeah.
But I was in there the other week when I was over there. I looked at some of the modified guys, the crate modified guys. They come out right rear was gone on them too.
Wow.
I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, I know you can run a little bit softer tire, but I'm like, man, I really wish they'd do something to lessen this tire bill on people right now, especially, and not use as many tires, being the shortage we got. But I'm hoping, I don't know if I said this last week or not, but I'm hoping, I saw something come across Facebook at least. Hoosier was hiring like second and third shifts at their plant in Indiana. So it sounded like they're about to up production on tires. So hopefully they getting some rubber in there from somewhere.
Good, yeah.
Because I'm tired of races this year getting canceled and postponed and everything else because of lack of tires.
I know it.
But anyway, yeah, it was a good time over there at Lake View. Like I said, Jeff walked the dog on him there. I threw a camera on Michael Brown's car and Banjo Duke. Banjo got his car ready. They had it last week over. Everybody saw last week. They had it over there at Sumter. Got in a wreck, or week before, whenever it was. Got in a wreck. Ended up on top of the tires at Sumter, and they were going to go run a Lucas Oil race the next day, and couldn't just because tore the car. But I asked him. I said, tear the car back. He said, dude, didn't hurt a thing other than body.
Good.
He said, nah. I had to replace almost.
Easiest thing to check.
Well, it's the easiest. He said, I had to replace all body. He said, but it ain't hurt nothing under the car. He
Good.
said, it was fine. He said, we checked everything. He said, everything was straight. So that was good. But anyway, I was over there talking to him for a good while, and them boys have fun out there at the track. I give them that. The Wicked Fabrication crew. I hung out with them for a while over there. Actually, I think I'm gonna be on their little. I did some videoing with them on their channel too. So
sweet.
So check out their YouTube also. But them boys have fun. They just cut up, have fun the whole time. I mean, they get serious when they get serious, but it's like I've always said at a racetrack. When you start getting overly serious, nothing goes right most of the time.
Right.
When you're having fun doing it,
yep.
Typically you're more laid back,
Sure
think
enough.
about stuff more clear, and then if something happens, oh well, it just happens. I mean, it's racing. We all know that. So it's cool to see them over there. Then so I had a camera on his car, and also had a camera on Michael Brown's car. Michael, I'm gonna tell you, the front of the field, well, from 3rd to 6th, I will say, for a long time, they had a couple of restarts, not many. Dude, they diced it up there. Running, I mean, people just running in the doors, and I mean, whew, it was something else. I know Willie, somebody run all up into his driver door. Michael Brown, somebody run all up in his driver door. I mean, like, hit his hard enough. They bent the decking inside.
Dang.
In front of the cockpit. Like, good Lord. And the bad thing is, the difference in the spots they were racing for was like $25.
A lot of damage.
That's what I said. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's money, but I mean, the difference in it was $25. Like, dude. But it was 4,000 to win. Jeff took that, so it's good to see that.
Nice,
Like I said, 20-point battle there, rolling into their last 2 races. Be at Lancaster and Cherokee, in November. There will also be a co-sanctioned, I think it's Dryden Extreme Series race. I think is what those
starting back up.
I think those would be co-sanctioned races. So that's cool. That's cool. It's cool that the Carolina Clash ends out, in my opinion, with the Dryden Extreme Series starting up. That's always fun. So, but it was a good time over there. Bunch of cars. Well, I say it wasn't that big a field. It was, I think, 15 cars or so. There was a lot of racing around, actually, because also Friendship had their $10,000 win North Carolina State Championship race that our buddy Kyle Strickler went up there.
Yep.
Took it. Our buddy Earl Ramey was up there with Dan Brewer driving their car, and I'm not sure where they finished, but
Trent Ivy, I think, was there too.
Yeah, Trent was there. Trent, I don't think had too good a weekend. He said he put on Twitter that there was 3 things guaranteed in life: taxes, death, and me jumping the cushion both laps in qualifying.
Yeah.
I said, well, at least you're consistent.
That's it.
That's what I told him. But yeah, old Strickler put it on him up there.
He needed that.
He did. I was kind of surprised he didn't go up to the Dirt Track World Championship.
I think they need to stay around the house and shake off some bad luck.
I think that's what he's doing. He's getting back in the groove of all that, and so we'll see. So yeah, the boys got it done there. Sumter, I misspoke at the first. Well, I didn't misspeak. I thought differently. Thought Kirby was coming on with us. Kirby's not going to be able to come on with us tonight, but I'm probably going to might do a live with him or something in the middle of the week. Get a rundown from Sumter this past weekend. They had the $5,000 win SCDRA race over there. I ain't gonna lie, they was getting around there Friday night, but good Lord. If you ever go to a big race for SCDRA, something's paying $5,000 a win, like they are this coming weekend in Lakeview, take you some earplugs, earmuffs, something with you. I love racing of any style. I don't mind loud, but I think it's just a high pitch.
Right.
When there's so many cars.
Yes.
It's like, oh, God.
Yes.
But they had a bunch of fast ones. They had daggone big old trailers hauling in 4-cylinder cars.
Wow.
Multiple cars. So, had a big old group of, I think there was 25 there on Friday night when I saw it, and there was more came on Saturday. So, that was cool. Good to see that over at Sumter. But anyway, our buddies over there, I think, let's see, Michael Brown, I want to say, finished 4th at Lakeview. Willie finished 6th. Banjo finished 7th. So, there's our guys. Be looking, hopefully later in the week. I got a bunch going on, but I'm hoping. I'm behind on videos trying to get them all up, but
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a good little bit. Just got to have time. So, hopefully later in the week I'll have some videos up from their in-car stuff. And what's funny is I think Banjo was one of them that got pinched into the side of Michael Brown one time, and I told him, I said, well, we'll have good video of it because I had the camera on the right side of Banjo's car and I had it on the left side of Michael's car, so
Yeah.
we'll get a good perspective.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, when they fixing them cars up, you know where they need to head over to?
Stock car steel and aluminum for
Stock car steel and aluminum. That's
some
exactly
sheet
what I was
metal.
thinking, because they're going to need some sheet metal. They need some aluminum for them doors. And y'all go check Stock Car Steel and Aluminum out and get all your bodywork needs, because they needs some
Yes, sir.
after that race. That's a pretty. What's bad about that is Lakeview. It's not necessarily a long track or nothing.
No.
Kind of tighter corner, but it's fairly wide. There's plenty of room.
Oh yeah. Everybody just wants the same
Everybody wants the
room.
same room. So yeah, y'all head over to Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Get you all your body work you gonna need, all your aluminum sheets, all your I don't know, all your pro moly tubing. If they hit it hard enough in the door, I guess you're gonna need to fix some more than you might need some of that. So y'all go over there and get everything you need to work on your car, make it pretty for these upcoming races got going on. And then head over to SRI Performance. I did all that backwards this week, and
Hey, we tricked him up a little bit.
trick them up, and it tricks me up sometimes. But head over to SRI Performance and get them cars fast. Get all you need: oils, fuels, whatever you can think of at SRI Performance. If you need it, they got it. I promise they do. They can probably get their hands on some tires, maybe even, who knows? Because that's gold right now.
Yes.
But it was good to see our like we was just talking about, Kyle Strickler. That's one of our Team SRI Motorsports guys. He does all his needs there from SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. So it's good to see him get it done and get all those parts he needed up front. And so y'all go check it out. If you buying online, go when you get that card all filled up, go to your promo code there, type in promo code CBONE, TN, C is in
Chicken.
BONE 10. Get yourself 10% off at time of checkout. Tell them we sent you. You'll talk to one of them guys that we know up there for sure. Bunch of those sales guys race on iRacing with us, so
Sure do.
so y'all can talk to those guys too. So y'all head over there, get everything you need, and when you're in the mood to get some power under your hood after you make that car look good, roll good, everything else, get all the other components under it, head over right across the bridge there. Head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Get you some power. Go under the
Plenty of power.
plenty of power. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Not many people might know this. It wasn't announced. I just said Willie Milliken finished 6th in the Carolina Clash race. Willie Milliken did this with a steel block Earl Ramey Racing Engine motor, limited, late model motor.
Man, what's that tell you, Bo? Hey, golly.
Running against supermotors. So there's plenty of power to be had right there, guys. If they can make that work, you can make it work. Go call Earl, tell him we sent you. He'll hook you up with some good power. Can't beat it. Can't beat the service you'll get from those guys at all. They'll treat you right, and when you get your motor, get it all in your car, got it all looking good, got everything rolling good. Call Earl back up, tell him you need some time on his chassis dyno. Schedule that, get it on there, find all the power you can, try different components while it's on the dyno in your time frame there, and make it fast.
Yes, sir.
So y'all go check them out. Check them out. Anyway, well, there was some NASCAR racing.
Yep.
This
The big state of Texas.
Texas, deep in the heart of Texas. What?
How about
what's the other song?
uh,
Will be the first. Well, regardless, Bob Wills is still the king.
Yeah. That's bottom line.
Bottom line.
Moral of the story is.
Moral of the story. Bob Wills is still the king.
Yeah.
Saturday Xfinity race. John Hunter Nemechek got him a Xfinity Series win
In the all-star car, if you will, from the
for the
Joe Gibbs
bunch.
stable, yeah.
But he just signed on for another year in trucks with KBM. I'm and I know me and you kind of talked about this back when he went to that ride. I wonder what he's looking for, which I personally think was the smartest thing he could do, because he was all the way up in the Cup Series in a ride that was, I ain't gonna say starting part because it don't really have that anymore.
No,
so
but it
much,
was.
but it was
wasn't contending.
It was the equivalent of it. So he decided I'd rather go win races, bank on myself winning races in good equipment, and went back to KBM. And man, he's been what I would say the class of field and truck series.
Yeah.
So then to see him now moving up in good equipment in the Xfinity Series for a one-off race there,
Yeah.
and go out and run good. I mean, he run good the whole day too. I mean, it wasn't just a fluke thing, or by no means. But
maybe him starting back over is going to help him out, and if he can,
he's still young.
Yeah, he can get back to that level in the Cup Series. That that's the way to do it. I think for sure.
My problem is, and I guess this is just a manufactured deal. Where's the Toyota pipeline lead him right now?
I don't know, man. It's so screwed up. I don't know.
I mean,
don't know.
There's nothing but Joe Gibbs and 23XI.
Right.
Yeah, 23XI has room to move, but good Lord, the sponsorship you got. That's what's so crazy. The sponsorship you got to bring with you. But he's doing it the right way. It's a lot easier to pick up sponsorship when you're winning races.
Oh, no doubt.
So I like John Hunter. He seems like a
he's like a good guy.
Good guy. Remember watching him when he was a lot younger.
Right.
It's so bad because I'm still thinking of boys. I know they're not. They're 20-some years old. I think he's got a baby now.
Right. No, yeah.
But I'm still like, he's a kid. I mean,
it's crazy. It's crazy. It is.
But so congratulations to old John Hunter there. Then moving on to the Cup Series on Sunday. I think we called it.
Yeah, I think we did. Picked up where he left off.
Kyle Larson picked up right where he was at the All-Star race.
Yeah.
At Texas and put it on him again. Him and our buddy Tyler Mon spotting for him. Text him, man, I don't know how y'all keep doing it. Good job, though. So,
yeah, that was very impressive again.
So he has punched his way.
He led over 200 laps.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say it was the most exciting race in the world.
Well, he led like the last 200 laps, I think, or something. It was crazy.
No, I mean, there was some exciting stuff went on during it.
Right, there was a big old wreck in the back straight away. I know that. I didn't see who all got in that, but some crazy stuff. But so he is on to the
finale.
He's on to Phoenix. So,
on to Phoenix.
Which that's not really surprised me too much for sure, but yeah. So right now, Kyle Larson is in the lead, of course. Ryan Blaney, second. Denny Hamlin, third. Kyle Busch, fourth. So we'll see what happens.
What's
Chase Elliott's 8 points.
That's what I
out.
was fixing to say. Chase 8 out. Going to where we going next weekend?
Kansas.
Kansas, then Martinsville.
Right. Kansas is going to be another good Hendrick track.
Yes. I could see them putting a lot of emphasis in Chase's car.
Yeah.
And he's good at Martinsville, too.
Right.
So, I mean, there's not a slouch there for Chase. So, I could see him pushing somebody out. What, point-wise, what you got there, Denny being above the cut line?
He's 9 above.
Yeah. So,
Ryan Blaney's 17 above, so he can pretty much,
he needs good, solid finishes.
Top 5s, top 6, top 7, so he'll be fine, I think, if he can do that.
If a lot of other people don't win.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean, it can't be but 2 more winners, but
yeah.
That's the best chance Blaney's had, I think. And
for sure, yeah.
He's been the quiet one all
year.
Very
very quiet this year. Brad's 15 points below the cut line. Martin Truex Jr. 22 points. Joey Logano's 43.
I think Logano's done unless he can somehow punch a win here at
Yeah.
Kansas.
Martin Truex is pretty good at Martinsville, so I don't know.
Martin Truex, that's another one that I say he's done, but you cannot count him out at Martinsville at all. He's fast
Right.
there. He won spring race there, didn't he?
I believe.
So I think
How Kyle Busch is in the top 4, I don't know, because he has not been that good this year.
I guess because he's finished races.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I mean, because everybody else, I know even Martin the other day hit the wall pretty hard. Denny spun out. A lot of them guys just had trouble, and somehow Kyle he's made it, but man, he's been if you listen to Radioactive and stuff afterwards, whew, I feel for his crew out there. And I know they know what they're getting into with him, but man, he just
Yeah,
he's hating life in that car.
he is.
He's finishing, but he's hating life.
He is not happy.
So I don't know. I still think, all right, I'm gonna throw in my final 4 there, being that we know Larson is going. I still think Chase is gonna pull out a win.
Yeah.
Who else is up there?
Denny
Blaney
Hamlin, Kyle
and-
Busch, Blaney.
I want to see Blaney make it. I kind of want to see him make it.
I say Blaney, Denny, and Chase. That's my.
I kind of see something happening to Denny. I don't know
Hey,
why. I
hey,
think
man.
I see something happening to Denny, him not moving on from this round. But I think Larson, Elliott, Blaney, and I'm gonna say somehow Kyle Busch is gonna make it in there.
Hey, very possible.
That gives
Show it.
all 3 manufacturers
Yeah.
cars in the final. If that happens,
NASCAR would be proud of that.
yeah, oh yeah, I love that. I feel like somehow Kyle Busch gonna squeak his way in there.
Yeah.
He gonna get in there somehow. He's always there. Then that'll be an interesting race at Phoenix, I think. We know what Chase did there last year, but we also saw what spring looked like there, and it didn't look nothing of the sort.
Right.
So,
Well, Kyle Busch won Kansas earlier in the year.
yeah.
If that means anything, but I guess we'll see. But
Yeah, that was his first win of the year, I want to say it was.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
So, I don't know. We shall see.
Yep.
Shall
Anyway.
see.
Good stuff. Getting close. Down to the wire.
Down to the wires. Oh yeah. Some stuff we didn't talk about on the show there. We need to go back to some dirt stuff. We didn't talk about. Did we talk about Dirt Track World Championship? No, we didn't talk about Dirt Track
Nope, we
World
did not.
Championship. We got to talk about this. I was thinking about it, and we talked about it off air, but we didn't talk about it on here. All right, so there's your NASCAR input. All right. Exciting events happened at the Dirt Track World Championship. First of all, before the race even went on, they said Tim McCready wrapped up the points championship. So, congratulations to old T-Mac.
Yeah, absolutely, man. He kind of did the same thing. He kind of earlier in the year he was really good, and then kind of just was consistent. And
It's kind of, he's done that over the last couple years.
Yep.
I mean, it's just steadily chugging along, and
right,
he'll win a few at the first of the year, and chugs along there. My phone's ringing. I don't know who it is. I thought I turned the volume down on everything. But anyway, so old T-Mac won it. It is turned down on everything. I don't know why it's even ringing.
interesting.
Interesting. But anyway, so heat races start, and I know this has been talked about everywhere. And I'm gonna put this disclaimer out here: we were not there, So we don't exactly know what happened. Nobody has come across with what exactly happened. I saw the race. I saw the start of the heat race. Chris Ferguson starting on pole. Brandon Shepherd starting outside pole. In, I think somebody said heat 4. I want to say it was. Whatever number heat was. Chris goes in the corner. To me, now this is just to me from the video I saw, kind of some dust flying. Couldn't see a whole lot. That track is known to get a little dusty. Especially they put all the races on again like they did last year because they rained out on Friday again. Well, they took the green in the heat, and all of a sudden, Chris Ferguson goes in one. To me, it looked like he had Brandon Shepherd cleared. To me. Can't tell you for sure, but to me, it looked that way. He slides up track a little bit, and at the same time he slides up track, Brandon Shepherd looked like he jumped the little bit of cushion or got in the loose stuff up there, because don't really make a cushion up there, or didn't last year.
It's like dust.
Yeah. And front end kind of wiggled out, and he wiggled his way up towards the wall. I don't even think he hit the wall or anything like that, but he fell back in the heat, did not advance from the heat, had to go to the B main, or was going to have to go to the B main. When they come off the track, this is just hearsay. I don't know. I would love to know exactly what happened. So if anybody knows, let me know if you were there, saw it happen. I have not talked to Chris. Y'all know me and Chris are buddies, but I have not talked to him, so I ain't trying to talk over, anything I know that happened, because I don't know. Word is Mark Richards either just came flying up to Chris's car or run into the side of Chris's car with the four-wheeler or something like that along those lines. Regardless, they say he reached in, I guess, punching at Chris. Well, then about that time, one of Chris's crew members comes flying over on his four-wheeler. I guess runs into Mark Richards' four-wheeler or whatever he was riding, and there's a picture. I do know this for a fact because there's a picture, plain as day. He is drawled back real hard on Mark Richards. If he connected with that, we may call him the Tooth Fairy because he's riding around taking teeth. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying this because I'm friends with Chris. I'm not saying this at all because of that. But man, I understand. Let's don't go out there and tear up cars. You got a problem, come in here and talk to me about it. We'll fight it out or whatever we need to do. I understand that. I ain't going to always say I agree with it because Mark Richards was not in a car.
Right.
He don't know exactly what happened down there. He might have saw from his perspective what happened. I don't know, but I think it was uncalled for myself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, let Brandon and Chris talk about it.
Exactly.
I mean, they don't have spotters.
No.
If it's dusty, whatever. I mean, that's just one of them things. It's just a racing thing, man. I mean,
I know you got to be aware of where your car is a little bit, but
oh, no doubt. I mean, and if Chris was in the wrong, I'm sure he would have told him, look, whatever.
Exactly.
But who knows? But I guess we'll wait and talk about it next week more once we find out more. But I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out more. Might not ever find out anything. Who knows? Because there's one fight that's been on around this year that there's no video of, and that's it.
Right.
We got fights from every high school in the world, and our video of every one of those, everything on the street, but we ain't get one at a place with cameras set up everywhere.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I just think it could have been handled different. I don't think there's no. I don't know, because from what I saw, Chris wasn't even out of the car when all this started to transpire. And that's what really sucks, is because in all actuality, from what I saw, neither driver was actually involved.
Right.
And both of them had to load up, got DQ'd.
Yeah, it's terrible, especially, Chris going to start fourth in
Yeah.
$100,000 race there. That had been nice for sure for them, and that's a bummer. Which we've seen quite a few times this year. Your crew can have you DQ quite a good bit. We've seen that.
Yeah,
so.
it's happened a couple times this year.
Yep.
It's kind of something we haven't heard about in years past as much, and all of a sudden this year's
seems like the
its
crews
ugly head.
Yeah, they jumping all out there. So, but anyway, who knows? But I hate that for them, for Brandon and them too. It's a lot of money to get up there and
Especially being how many of them he's won.
Right, to get up there and do that.
He could easily come from. He could have won a B main and still come. That race.
For sure, definitely. So, hate that for them. But hats off to Ricky Thornton Jr. Man.
I ain't kidding, man. Last year when we went to the Dirt Track World Championship, Ricky was just getting his new late model. He was coming over from the modifieds, still kind of running both. He decided, I think that was one of his first weekends, jump in a late model for good, and kind of he announced then, I think it was, he was going to run the whole series this year, Lucas Oil Series, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. And I'm not sure. I had to look it up, see where he finished in the series. But to go out there, I think he's won a couple races, and then win $100,000 at the Dirt Track World Championship at Portsmouth.
That's huge.
That's huge. So congratulations, Ricky Thornton Jr. That's cool to see. And then I see him on Facebook like day after. They're just hanging out, chilling, nothing special.
Yeah, that's whatever.
I like Ricky. Ricky gets on high racing and stuff all the time. Plays around. He plays all kind of games. I mean, he's a big gamer. He's got his own channel on Facebook. Ricky RTJ Gaming.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, when do you have time? As much as you work on a race car, when do you have time to do this?
No idea how.
I guess that's his relaxing.
Must be.
I don't know. So that's cool. Our buddies, Kel Maben, he was up there racing. Him and Levi, they raced legend cars because that is they're one of the supporting classes at that, and that's where we we talked to Kel before that, but that was where we met Kel for the first time.
Right.
Last year, Kel and Levi, that's where we met them both first time last year at Dirt Track World Championship. Hung out with them some. Hated we couldn't make it this year. I messaged Kel late Saturday night because I hadn't heard anything, and I'm like, man, how'd you do? I said, how'd it go? Because that's always a race he loves. He wants to make that race every year. He wants to run good at it. And he said, man, I was running 6 and got wrecked.
Mm.
And he didn't say he just got spun. He said got wrecked. So I said, man, did it tear up the car? He said, oh, yeah.
That's not.
That's all he said. But then I found out, Levi, I think, finished 11th in it. So that's not bad because I know last year, good Lord, there was a pile of
there was.
legend cars there. There's a good bit there. I forgot what they set their field at. But anyway, regardless, Levi finished 11th, so that was good. His first year in it. Not even really running the whole year so that was good for him. But Josh Dietz went out there and won it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That don't surprise me.
Actually, won at Kentucky. I think it was Florence on Thursday night, I think it was. In the late model, crate late model. Was going to race Friday night, got rained out. So they loaded up the legend car and decided to go there on Saturday.
He's a wheel man, boy. He is.
Boy, drive anything.
He'll drive it now.
And I saw where Ashley Tackett, she ran. I don't know where she finished. But I don't think she's gonna run much more of it. I don't know if we talked about it, but she's gonna moving up to a 305 Race Saver Sprint.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's cool weekend. There's a lot of racing this weekend. A lot of dirt racing this weekend.
Yeah.
There were some more races, different places I saw. But I know, anyway, guys, coming up this weekend, Cherokee, $10,000 to win, for the Steel Block Bandit Series. I know our buddy Willie Milliken gonna be up there. Probably a few more people will know up there. So this be before the short track world championship or whatever it is. Ain't that what it's called? Short track world championship.
Yeah.
At Charlotte coming up. Weekend after that, then the week after that is the world finals.
The world finals. Yep.
So
it's all coming down, man.
It is, but then they got so much more stuff scheduled that it's like it don't stop.
Never stops. They'll be at the Super Bowl down in Brunswick for too long.
Down at Golden Isle,
Yeah, Golden Isle, all that.
They'll be there. They'll be at East Bay. That's where Michael told me he was ready to go back to. They loved East Bay, Michael Brown. I was like, really? That just don't seem like a track people just tell me they love, but they said it's so cool. Yeah, 24.
Okay. I know it's coming up soon.
20, I forget. I want to say it's 24 last year. I think. I could be wrong. I have to look it up and see. I know it's coming up soon. I want to get down there to it too. But everybody says they love that track because they said, I was talking to some of Michael Brown's crew the other night and stuff, and the guys told me, they said, that's the only track you can go to that you'll be racing, out there racing. They throw a caution, or especially for red flag, but they said they can just throw a caution. When they go back to green, the track has changed because of the tide.
Wow.
He said it's liable to be whoever's in the lead liable to go straight to the back because the car does not work on it no more.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Little teeny track too. So I want to make it down there one day. Hopefully before they close it up. So, but anyway, guys, what else we got? Anything this weekend? Anything?
That's all I know of, man.
That's all. That's it. So, but anyway, guys, as always, we want to thank the people who help us put this on. SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, Earl Ramey Racing Engines, our buddy Randy Keene, RK Motorsports Consulting. We'll thank all of them for sure. Also, guys, if you are, it's turning cold. Christmas coming.
Hoodies
for everybody. Go to Ford Bite Apparel. Get you some winter clothes. Get that racer in your family some apparel from Ford Bite. Put it under the Christmas tree for them this year. They'll appreciate it, I promise. So y'all go check them out. Also, Checkered the Race Hub, social media for racing only. Y'all go check that out. We're on there. Buddy Kale and all them for Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. They're on there. A little bit of everybody's on there. So y'all come check it out. I know we were some of the first, along with like Rico Abreu on there. So so y'all go check out Checkered. Y'all like it. I promise. But anyway, guys. That it?
I think that's it.
All right. Well,
Enjoy the week.
Yep. Y'all have a good week, and we will be talking with y'all next week. Be listening out during the week. Like I said, might go live with Kirby sometime to get the results and all the rundown from Sumter. But other than that, guys, we'll be talking with you
Later.